In a world with many similarities to our own, there lies two planets that are both experiencing societal turmoil. One of them, the planet Remus, there lies a town named Hazel that is on the outskirts of one of the busiest cities on the planet. While society is strained with cultural change, in this town, there are beings that no one has seen and struggle not to be found as time goes on. The following is the story of some of the people who end up finding them through no fault of their own. This is Hazeltown Story. Hello, and welcome to a new session of Hazeltown Story. Before we start, why don't I have our players introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Carnival.
I am, of course, Deathmaster 780.
And my license says that I'm TorpidTypist.
And I am your GM, LoloDePuzlo. So, last time shenanigans happened, does anyone want to,
I'll
sum
go
up?
for a change of pace.
And especially now that we have the good show notes document.
So we're following up on our lead to break into, I'm forgetting her name, but we broke into this other woman's apartment who was part of the showcase. So after a comedy of errors, we managed to get a set of names for us to go track down and disposed of her corpse.
By that, you mean she tragically jumped off the balcony to her death while leaving evidence of her crimes on the table. Very tragic.
Yeah, I don't know if the corpse disposal counts, and if the corpse is not made until it is actually disposed.
Haley was really insistent on killing this person.
We were getting away with concussing her on the sink, like Adrian.
All right. So yeah, that is basically pretty much what happened. So I guess with that, now we got to figure out what do you want to do now?
Well, the thing we're doing now is the thing we've been waiting on. Returning Charlotte to, what's his face, Drew?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Okay. So we can do that a little bit. Okay, right. I can't. So I keep on trying to drag the map in order to pan it on my screen, except for the fact that just moves the image. Still getting used to interface. So, in that case, is there any prep you want to do beforehand?
Yes. Want to discuss what we're going to do first.
Okay.
So, I guess first off, who's been keeping Sophie and Charlotte for the last few days?
I know, be
Doctor?
keeping them.
I was saying, weren't they with the doctor that Bobby introduced us to? I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah.
It was Trask,
Well,
right?
It was Dr. Bomb, but
Oh,
he
Dr. Bomb,
returned
right.
them. He returned them back to us after we finished making the bodies.
So because Sophie was staying with
Ravia and
yeah.
Elmis.
Yeah, so they would be there.
All right, then, like the meeting at your place.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so yeah, Bobby will show up with a camera and an envelope. Greet the others there. Howdy, folks. How's it going?
It's fine.
Why are you here?
Today's the day. The day Charlotte gets to go home.
Ravi just groggily rises from the couch. Is that today?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Today.
Ah, shit. What fucking time is it?
We got at least, 2 hours?
Something like that. How are you adjusting to your new body, Sophie?
Sophie kind of has been sitting in the corner mostly because she's not used to actually moving. And just kind of the the body that which I actually can't remember. Did I give her the trash can body, or did I give her a humanoid? Okay.
Trash can with arms and legs.
So she just kind of stays where she was, kind of in the corner, because that's kind of what she's been used to. And she is This has been working, I suppose.
Glad to hear it. Now, where's Charlotte?
Charlotte kind of, has been keeping kind of has been kind of close by, or keeping close to Sophie.
Excellent.
Or actually, I'd imagine that Sophie's body has like a storage container, and that's where Charlotte's been staying.
Next to the knife.
Yes.
Charlotte, can you pop out here for a second? I want to get a picture of the two of you.
Okay. Charlotte kind of crawls out of the little compartment and kind of sits on top of Sophie.
And Bobby will take the picture and say, excellent, thank you. And turning to Elmas and Ravi says, can I talk to you two for a second? Outside?
Sure.
Alright. Once they're outside, Bobby will say, alright. So, we're not giving Charlotte back. Not just yet, anyway.
Really? I mean, didn't we build the tracking device into Charlotte's body for this occasion?
You keep fading in and out, Carnival. Get closer to your mic, I think.
Really? I thought I built the tracking device in for this occasion, though.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable lying to them.
Also, did Elmas do that? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that it was part of when they were fixing it up, I believe.
I don't recall that being discussed.
Yeah, we definitely is like, no, if we're gonna fix this, we're having a tracking so we can like follow them back.
If not, it can be considered a free flashback.
Yeah.
Alright, well then. Disregard that then.
Also, just for clarification, the drop off at this point is literally just dropping Charlotte, making sure Charlotte gets to a spot. Like, you did not have any communication with anyone else about a drop off. Charlotte was kind of just going to plop herself down and someone was going to take him.
Yes.
Just to reiterate.
Yeah. Alright, well, Bobby will say, alright. So, during these last few days, some things have gone down. The other team paid a visit to, Molly Sparrow and Adrian Thistle. And,
God damn it, that was us.
what was that?
Elmas is like, that was us.
I don't know what you mean, but, they questioned them and, they're not innocent, what they're accused of, but they're apparently not Orion agents either. Which makes me wonder what the hell Drew was trying to do.
At this point, I bet he's just got the science bug and then stopped caring about where he gets his money.
Science bug, sure. He's a fucking nerd.
A nerd who's apparently trying to fight Orion, but in ways that increasingly make no sense.
Isn't that how it usually is?
I suppose. But all I know is that I think it's time we force a conversation with this guy. And Bobby will take the picture he took of Sophie and Charlotte and write a phone number on the back of it and put it on an envelope, in the envelope, and then he says, so this is going with Charlotte when she goes to sleep.
Sure.
Yep. Real quick out of character moment, because I just had a thought. Do you ever just have a thought and it's like, actually I just realized something that probably could have poked you at, but
What?
So I'm just trying to think, because it's like, I don't know if as a GM, if I should poke this at you, but it's a thought that I just occurred that I don't know if it technically would be something you'd think of. Because Charlotte's has a computer in it, right?
I would imagine so, just to help with
So it's likely that it would have memory, right?
Fuck, I didn't even think of that.
Because I'm trying to think of a way that, because the long and short is I'm trying to think of the phrase that basically that Charlotte would kind of probably at some point pop in and just is like, while either you were repairing her or just while there, that it's likely to have something to store because it's been displaying images towards you.
I just assumed that was magic because she is still a fairy.
Wait, are
Joke's
these...
on you. It stores everything in the RAM, and it's absolutely inefficient.
No.
The second that robot goes off, it's gone.
No.
So
So
Charlotte,
yes, it would have some form of storage.
so how about this? While Bobby is talking, Charlotte kind of chimes in at this point and kind of says, so you were looking into what Drew was looking into. Was that what you're currently working?
Yeah.
Basically.
So I don't know how much it would help, but Drew had me like project things onto. I can't really see any of it, but he's kind of been having me use like the projection system in this to project images.
Okay.
Okay.
Those images should be I was kind of maneuvering the machinery inside, for lack of a better term. So could maybe looking into my machinery help at all?
Absolutely. Just give me a moment to grab a quick laptop. And now this just plugs in because I'm guessing it's not a very complicated machine. I'm guessing to just plug in and start looking through the files, right?
No, well, you know what? I will do this. Because it makes sense for the thing. You are going to it is encrypted. Like, it would be something that you would have to, like, hack into.
Okay. I can deal with that.
You know what? While you do that, I'm just gonna go lay on the couch for a little bit.
Interface, I'm guessing control.
Yeah, it's controlled. Since you don't exactly know, the base would be standard.
I'm just checking to make sure I don't have anything else that applies.
Also, I need to.
Okay, yeah, let's see. I know this, so you have increased speed and you get increased detail when you gather information through one, so.
Also, it's great because since I had to log into Roll20 as a new thing, I need to figure out how to enable dark mode.
I keep forgetting it has that. I just get used to the brightness.
Okay. 512 is the roll, so it's a mixed success. I would say that the mixed part of this is that you find images, but literally just the images. No context, no anything. Even like the file names are not exactly clear of anything.
But I mean, like, I can pull up the image and I can see what that is, right? So that's
Yes, you can see the image that would be projected.
okay. And then what's the increased detail I get from I know this?
Oh, right, you get a night. Hold on.
For the listeners is
Yeah.
you hack electronic systems with increased speed and you get increased detail when you gather information through one. And this is definitely gathering information through one.
Yeah, increased information. The increased so what I'll say is that what you find in the images is that you notice while the file names seem to be complete nonsense, you at some point are looking after a couple minutes, you realize that there's a pattern to the files, which means that you can associate you can associate groups of images for what they are. Like, you can tell that, like, okay, these 4 images are of the same subject, these however many. You can figure out which goes with what.
Okay, so quickly just gonna copy those all to my laptop for later use. But so just looking through just a quick cursory glance, what is the images of?
What you are seeing are basically what kind of you were described by. Basically, these look to be the images that were. You see documents of various conversations. You see basically the same exact stuff that you were originally hired to look for. Like basically, it's the same documents that Isla kind of explained all the time ago. That it is documents of various conversations. It's pay trails for various kind of thing. It's a lot of evidence effectively similar to what you found or what you would not know it, but Elmas would not know it, but it is basically the exact same kind of stuff that you found from Molly Sparrow. It's just a lot more of it. And effectively it shows it's effectively a chain of people who are effectively using council positions to basically for boosting, effectively for kind of cronyism.
Let's see. What it does, I forget, but would this be connect? Would Elvis be able to quickly reference the names in on these to the things that were originally broadcast on the wall that we were that brought us onto this case in the first place?
Like what do you mean?
Just reference. Would she be able to just reference to see? I'm asking would it be pretty clear that Charlotte's body was the projector that was projecting the stuff on the wall?
It's pretty likely that you'd be able to connect those dots.
Okay, so, well, we did it. We found where I'm 90% certain that we found what was projecting the stuff onto the wall.
Well, I'm not surprised. We saw her doing it in action, which is how she ended up here.
So, at this point, just following the gen drop at this point will probably get us to who's doing this now. So, but oh my god, there are so many of these.
Yes, although if pattern holds, the rest of these people are probably not Orion agents either. Just a whole bunch of people taking bribes.
I'll send you a copy of this, Bobby. You do whatever with it.
Yeah, thank you.
And Elmas quickly just hands over an encrypted drive that she was carrying.
Alright, thank you. In the meantime, we need to get going. Need to drop off Charlotte. How close do you need to be for your tracker to work?
Yeah, but I've got a 30 meter range. Not 30 meters, that's too small. What's the rate? We got enough decent enough where we can do the dead drop and be in a car and wait.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think of if I could give I can't exactly remember 100. What I believe when I made this map, I want to say that, or because I'm trying to think, did I ever put anywhere specific what the range on scanning equipment is? Because I don't want to contradict.
I know the camera and the magic detector is 15 feet, but
okay,
these aren't magic detectors. This is just a regular ass tracking thing.
Yeah, this is straight up espionage, James Bond ass trackers.
Yeah.
Which I was gonna say I don't know what the range on those would be. I would say probably if you look on the map here, where Bobby's Burgers is, right here, the distance would probably get you in a circle that's let's see. So here's 10 grid or 10 blocks or 10 grid blocks.
This.
I want I can't remember. Oh, did I actually set the scale for this?
So far it seems like the scale is 1 square is 1 kilometer. So
Which I want to say that's what it is. It might be half a square, or a square is half a kilometer, but we can do that. It's basically 10 kilometers.
okay, so we have plenty of like coverage then.
For those who are listening, 10 kilometers on this thing is like maybe a fourth of the map. Like maybe I would say that's
Like a
because
third?
right. Because what? I think it's. I forgot what I made. I can't
So I
remember
guess
if it's
even
30 by 30. Oh, are you CDM?
I was gonna say, even if we lose him, we have a general idea of where his headquarters are. He's staying somewhere on the University Island. So even if we did lose him, we could just probably pick it back up, signal back up if we went there.
Yeah, the entirety of the University Island is in 10-kilometer range. So yeah.
All right. Well, where's the drop happening?
So Sophie kind of explains that the drop is happening roughly. Let me figure out. It's in the Bay District, or in the Bay District. It is on the coast. It is somewhere like in between the two bridges of the University Island, so it's like roughly like right here.
All right, at that one point.
Yeah, kind of like in the point where I didn't draw it in. Like I didn't draw the thing, so like could be like right there for like it's in this region.
All right, and what's there?
It is basically it is part of the kind of a scenic walk. It is effectively it's kind of an area that's by some like it's like back behind there is a public like little restaurant. You know, like if you go on like a pier where there's just like the building that's just like the public restrooms. Like it's an area a little bit to the side of it
All
that
right.
it's like not really traveled.
All right. Yeah, Bobby will head over there, place Charlotte on the ground, and say, "Have at it."
Charlotte then basically is like, okay, I'll head to the drop off point now, and then kind of skitters away, and then eventually at some point turns invisible.
Was this not the drop off point?
Oh, I thought you were still at the apartment.
No, we were going there directly.
Oh, okay. So you all
Bobby's leaving his envelope.
okay. I thought you were still at the apartment. So you all head in the car and go over there and drop Sophie off at the spot. And then Sophie, once she hits the point, she kind of starts to say, "Oh, thank," and then it kind of sounds like she's going a little groggy, and then just stops. It just kind of drops, just kind of powers down.
Well, good night, I guess. And Bobby will stick the envelope underneath her body and head back to the car. Once he's in there, he'll go, "All right, she's all tucked in. Who wants to have some burgers while we wait?"
And like Elvis has got a laptop with the tracker on ready, just keep it in the background.
All right, okay, so head up to Bobby's Burgers to wait for the signal to start moving.
All right. So what was the phone number just that you wrote on?
It was one of Bobby's burner phone numbers.
Okay. I think it would have just forwarded to your phone.
Yeah.
So as you drop off Charlotte, you then go to Bobby's Burgers. It's like right by there. And you kind of sit down for a little bit. What you sit down there for roughly like an hour has passed since the drop off was supposed to happen. You're kind of sitting there, Bobby, and then eventually at some point you get your phone starts to ring.
Bobby will answer and says, "Howdy."
On the other end of the line, you hear a voice that is clearly using some sort of voice modulation thing, and it basically asks, "It's like, strange. I see you have tampered with my it is or something like it's quite interesting. I see that you have become acquainted with my friend here, and I see that you have seem to have built her up a new body. But I'm quite curious because
Well,
if you are
Bobby at this point will just say, "Hello, Drew."
you hear a pause, and then you hear hello.
And then Bobby will say, "You can take the voice modulator off, because yeah, we know who you are."
I'm trying to think. He keeps it on and just basically says, I know that you know who I am, but I just want that extra layer of protection should we run into each other."
Well, friend, that wouldn't help you much. We know what you look like, and we know what your real voice sounds like too. Robo keeps good records like that.
You hear a pause, and then the next line is done without it. It's like, I suppose you're right.
Good. Now, speed things along. Do you know who I am?
No, and that's what has me curious.
Hmm. Also, quick thing: did the tracker move at all before we got this phone call?
Oh, yes. The tracker did. It is basically, it's roughly in the area of the dorms that you visited on the Steinwald Institute of Technology, so it's on the northern end of the University Island.
All right. Also, Bobby will have this on speakerphone so the other two can hear. Well, my friend, it seems that you haven't spoken to any of the rest of your little friends because we've met a few of them. We met Proofrock, and based on the description my friends here gave, it sounds like they met Little, in addition to Charlotte and Sophie, of course.
He kind of paused for a second. It's like, I knew that you have been in contact. Obviously, you have been in good contact with Charlotte, and I have heard Proofrock mention some very odd people, which, now that I think about it, I guess that would be, if that is, that I guess that would make sense that it is be you, and I know that Little has had some encounters with people I was not expecting, so I know of you as a group of people who are poking at my machines, but I don't know who you are.
You know the phrase, the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Yes, well, where are your friends who are in the fight against Orion? Because yes, we know that they came after.
Oh, could you repeat that?
Yeah, my mic died. We know that Orion found out about Sophie and Dewey, and they came after you, and you were forced to flee with Dewey. And we know that they even infiltrated Enfrobo, which is how they found you. And we know
Well,
you and Dewey have been fighting back against them in your own way.
well, that's partially correct. Yes, I have been on a bit of a warpath against Orion. They know of me, but thankfully do not know where I currently am. But also, yes, Orion is one of my enemies, but I don't know exactly if, while the enemy of my enemy is my friend, I have a fair amount of enemies.
Well, we can. For now, we are not one of them. We're just people very curious about your fight. And we would like to meet you and possibly help you out with it. Ever been to a place called Bobby's Burgers out on the waterfront?
I believe that I have seen it, yes.
Come by here at 10 p.m. tonight. We have much to discuss. And if you do, we might be able to help you in your fight.
Okay, I suppose that I could make a visit.
Well, I look forward to seeing you. And he ends the phone call.
Okay.
Well, that conversation
Really?
went better than I thought it would.
Your
Yeah,
fucking
wow.
burger place, really?
Burger place they're at right now.
I know,
Yeah.
but my point stands.
Oh, like this isn't the first time. Like this is the first time this has happened.
Friend, this is controlled territory. I control this territory. Everything that happens here happens under my say so. This is
It
a safe
just-
place.
Feels shameless.
Would you rather meet him out in an alley where someone could get shot?
To be fair, someone can get shot in your burger place too.
Yes. But if they do, it's under my direction.
Whatever, it's unimportant.
But yeah, no, this did went. That went surprisingly well.
Yeah. I guess we piqued his curiosity. Well, guess you guys can do whatever you want for now. We'll see y'all later tonight.
Anyway, I guess Robbie, we gotta go pick up groceries. So come on.
Do I gotta?
You live in my apartment too, so yes.
So?
Come on.
Fucking whatever. They both just get up from the table and leave.
All right.
Lolo?
Yep, Lolo.
Oh, yeah, I was just waiting for if you were done with that. So, is there anything you want to take care of before?
So actually, Bob, prior to the meeting, will call Ash.
Okay.
And then once he gets him on the phone, he says, "Howdy, friend.
Yeah, what's up?
You know that person I was trying to hook you up with a few days ago?"
I think so.
Just a reminder, Bobby had a discussion with Ash about helping Drew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. I think. Yeah, that Drew person, right?
Yes, well. How'd you like to come meet them tonight at my place, 10 p.m.?
I can be there.
Glad to hear it. I'll see you then.
All right.
And that's the end of that.
Also, that reminds me, I have something I can use for a picture. And I remember where it is. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So, or go ahead.
So, as a sign of additional good faith, Bobby will text Elmas and Robbie for them to bring Sophie with them to the meeting.
To be fair, I don't think Sophie would have let her stay there.
Yeah.
Previous episodes of Hazeltown Story can be found at BeKindRewind.hazel.town or radio.hazel.town. If you would like to know more about the universe and have an interest in video games, you can watch LoloDePuzlo's Journal, our sister show, that can be found at theater.hazel.town or BeKindRewind.hazel.town. If you would like to keep up to date with Lolo, you can follow them at co-host or BlueSky at LoloDePuzlo. There is also a Discord server in which you can potentially catch episodes being recorded live at club.hazel.town. Thank you for listening to Hazeltown Story. I welcome you to come back for more.